1-2. Swung on and miss. Fuchs
coming in right side, Sip. Goes down to the slide and gets it.
Nelson's going to take off on the pitch. Switches a called strike 3. Anderson.
Wes Marshall pitches a ground ball through the infield on the left side. One will score. They're going to wave a second runner around. Throw will come to the plate. It is not in time.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, let's get things rolling today on yourliveevent.com. It is high school softball from the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro, and we've got a dandy for you today. A couple of teams ranked in their respective divisions, and this is a fun matchup. Grand Forks Red River ranked number 2 in the Class A poll, coming down to Hillsboro to take on the number 7 Class B Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. I'm Kevin Kochman with a broadcast here this afternoon from the Olson Softball Complex. As you see, the Burros getting some cuts in. The wind will be coming in. We've even got tractors moving in the background here today. It's a beautiful day with temperatures in the 60s in Hillsboro, North Dakota. We've got you covered here today on yourliveevent.com. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. Irie Insurance, get the insurance protection you want, the customer service you deserve. Irie Insurance, IrieInsurance.com. Get a quote today. In the matchup here today, we've got a good one with Grand Forks Red River and Hillsboro Central Valley. We'll hear from the coaches in the pregame conversation. We'll set the stage with keys to the game, get the starting lineups out there, and our first pitch should be at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Grand Forks Red River and Hillsboro Central Valley. It's high school softball this afternoon on yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Grow with us. Build with us. Ada Building Center, LLC. They offer estimates and drafting on homes, houses, shops, lake cabins, garages, and more. From start to finish, thank you for choosing Ada Building Center, LLC for your building material needs. 218-784-3661, Ada Building Center, LLC, Highway 200 East Edge, Ada. To see their latest building projects, visit their Facebook page.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Ag Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Ag Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Ag Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
This is the Irie Insurance pregame show as we continue on today on yourliveevent.com, getting you ready for Hillsboro Central Valley and Grand Forks Red River in high school softball action. Let's get into our pregame conversations here today as the Irie Insurance pregame show goes into our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame conversations, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. You can find them on dhb.bank. Just go to dhb.bank and find your location nearest you at Dakota Heritage Bank. Let's hear as the Burros of Hillsboro Central Valley are warming up. See Coach Erikson down on the field with batting practice and getting the infield set. Let's hear from Coach Erikson in our pregame conversations. Well, we get a couple of minutes with Corey Erikson in the pregame show, and it's a full day when you get a game on. And as we talk, it's great to be playing early season. I always look at the schedule saying, how's this going to work out? And somehow we've been blessed this year.
Yeah, we've actually had Red River on the schedule probably more years than not, and this is our first time playing them.
Yeah.
Because we've always scheduled them early on in April, before they get too far into their EDC schedule, before we get too far into our region schedule, and it just never worked out. So this is actually really nice that it worked out today. I'm familiar with a bunch of their players. We actually played some of their players this past summer. They had a team together at the Grand Forks tournament, so we played them there. I've actually coached Jocelyn Berg, one of their main players, in a hitting camp for a little while. Brooklyn Soderberg, who's one of their seniors, actually played for our summer team for a number of years. So there's a lot of familiarity with this team, even though we've never played each other.
Well, it is unique. Good to have these games on the schedule.
Yeah, this is a very, very good quality opponent. They're ranked number 2 in Class A, so we know that we're in for a challenge today. But when it comes down to it, the game means nothing for standings. Means nothing. It's just an opportunity for us to get better today, see some good pitching, see some good athletes, and it's just going to make the rest of our schedule seem that much more easy.
I think so. And your girls have had some good matchups, including a good one yesterday against Central Cass.
Yeah, we fought really well. It was unfortunate that Megan got knocked out of the game in the 3rd inning. There, took a line drive off the kneecap, which that hurts, and had to bring Kaya Chenault in, who's she's a very good pitcher. She's one of our main starters, along with Megan, but kind of brought her in cold, so she didn't have the pitching performance I know she can have. But we competed hard. We kept a very good offense of theirs, in check for most of the game. Just had one inning where we gave up, I think, 2 or 3 runs there, and it kind of put us out of the game there, put things out of reach for us a little bit. But we continued to fight for the full 7 innings, and that we faced their number 1 pitcher. So all in all, a lot of good things to come from that. We just need more hitters to step up here today, and know it's going to be a challenge, but whatever we can do to get ready for the rest of the season, we'll do it.
Finding a way to get a bat on the ball. I mean, obviously the little things, got to be fielding strong. Your kids have been playing pretty well from that standpoint already, but got to get a bat on the ball. Yeah,
the top of our order, Peyton Kritzberger. Sorry, I'm going back to 2015.
You can do that.
Peyton, I got a Santa Kritzberger and Peyton Quam, and I coached a Peyton Kritzberger. Peyton Quam has been swinging great. I think her batting average is around 600 something right now to start off the season. That's against 2 Class A teams and number 1 ranked team in Class B. So she's seeing the ball really well. We finally got Kaylee Kittleson getting some good swings on the ball. Just need to get, and Santa Kritzberger's been hitting the ball well. Just need to get Carsey going. She's one of our main hitters. Need to get Alexis Iverson going. She's going to be one of our main hitters this year too. Just a confidence thing. We know what they can do. They just got to believe it. And I think 1 or 2 swings and a couple balls find the grass. That's all it takes sometimes.
Corey, thanks for the time. Good luck to you and the team. We'll catch up afterwards.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Corey Erikson. He's the head coach of Hillsboro Central Valley softball in our pregame conversations from Dakota Heritage Bank. We continue with our Irie Insurance pregame show, gearing up for Hillsboro Central Valley and Grand Forks Red River. The Red River Rough Riders going to be on the field taking their infield set as we get near first pitch today on yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day 1. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Hillsboro Schools has provided me with so many opportunities. Whether you're into sports, the arts, or any other activities, there's something for every student to get involved in, and the teachers are pretty cool. I'm Lex Ellingson, a senior at Hillsboro High School. My favorite thing at Hillsboro High School is hanging out with my teammates after school, because it's helped me grow as a person and have fun in my community. Find your favorite at Hillsboro Central Valley Schools. This message is from Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source, helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, East Grand Forks, Grafton, and Garsky. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or 701-847-2622.
Let's bring you back here to the Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com as the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders getting some infield. The number 2 team in the Class A poll this week, clashing against the number 7 in Class B, Hillsboro Central Valley from the Olson Softball Complex. The Irie Insurance pregame show into the Dakota Heritage Bank pregame conversations. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Let's have a conversation with Hannah Rose Rodriguez. She's the head coach of the Red River Rough Riders. Coach today for the girls, I know a couple of wins to start the season. How are the Rough Riders looking so far to start this thing?
We're pretty confident where we're at. We came off of a kind of a tough loss last night, but they're ready to go again today and see some good competition and do their best.
Even went extra innings yesterday.
Extra innings by 2 with a little international tiebreaker, which I'm sure these girls haven't done since they were 8 years old, 10 years old in a tournament. So it was an experience, but we did a lot of things well, and we're just taken away from that.
Early April to be outdoors, to be getting games in is a nice thing.
Yes, absolutely. We'll take them anytime we can.
What's been the keys to success so far for your squad?
Playing as a team, and some great leadership. We've got 5 captains this year, some seniors, some younger, and some underclassmen, and just really good. They're all committed, buying into kind of what our processes are, and kind of trying to follow up from just a good season last year. So
very good. Now we talk about some of those pieces, right? Are the bats doing what they need to do at this early season?
Yeah. Yesterday not so much, but in Minot when we were there last week, yes, they. And even yesterday we hit a lot of our whole mentality with hitting is quality at bats, and so if they can hit the ball hard, that's all that we can control. We can't control what the outcome is. So they did that 90% of the time yesterday. So even though they didn't fall through, or the other team had some great plays, we were doing what we can control. So the bats are working. Our pitching was on fire yesterday. She had 19 strikeouts yesterday out of 27 batters, so can't ask for much better than that. Defense was on point, so we just got to get them all working at the same time.
Hey, you get into that type of a duel in the early season, that's a good challenge.
Yeah, it is. And, it's like in the moment we were like, gosh, this really have to happen at the beginning of the year, but it's better to work through those things and be able to now go forward and say, okay, that might have been the toughest game, and everything's going to seem a little bit easier, I think, at this point. Hopefully.
There you go. A challenge today will be the wind coming in.
Yeah, that's true. And so we're hitting them right now. It looks like we're going to be okay as long as we keep hitting as much as they are and stay on the board with them. I think we're going to be fine. We'll never underestimate Hillsboro. We know they're a good team, so we just got to compete with them today.
That is Hannah Rose Rodriguez, head coach of the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders, in our pregame conversations. The pregame coach's comments from the Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Irie Insurance pregame show continues. We'll come back with starting lineups and first pitch from Hillsboro. It's the Olson Softball Complex, Hillsboro Central Valley, and the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. It's softball action on yourliveevent.com.
Prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The City of Hillsboro invites you to make Hillsboro your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsboro and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsboro. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsboro, contact the Hillsboro City Office at 701-636-4620.
Cutting Edge Ag connects your operation with first-hand expertise and industry-best precision ag technology from Ag Leader. We've simplified precision farming with powerful tools to maximize profit opportunities like never before. No matter the size of your farm or the complexity of your field activities, Cutting Edge Ag is your local partner for a more profitable future. Unlock a new era of farming success with Ag Leader and Cutting Edge Ag.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Back here on the Irie Insurance pregame show, Irie Insurance, they cover it all from home, crop, auto, commercial, and benefit insurance. Head to IrieInsurance.com for information. We, as we continue on here in the pregame show, gearing up for Hillsboro, Central Valley, and Grand Forks Red River. The Rough Riders 2-3 on the season. They are number 2 in the Class A poll. The start of the season when they went up to Minot and played games. They got 2 out of the 4 games played. They split with Minot North and Minot. They were able to get a contest in yesterday with West Fargo Horace, and that was a dandy. Went 9 innings. It was a 2-1 decision, so a tight ball game. As Coach Rodriguez mentioned, in the circle, Ellis Spidell went for 19 strikeouts and the 27 batters faced. But a very, that's a grinder type ball game to start the season. Red River in the east half of the EDC in Class A. Devils Lake, Davies, South, North, Grand Forks Central, Shanley, Valley City, West Fargo, Horace, and Cheyenne all on the Rough Riders side of the East region for the Class A division. Meanwhile, the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros coming in with a record of 1-3 to start the season. Burros with the win over Northern Cass here earlier this week. We can get into the starting lineups. Starting lineups here are next, and the starting lineups are being brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups here today. CrystalSugar.com. Live the sweet life with great careers and quality products. It's grower owned. It's American Crystal Sugar Company and CrystalSugar.com. We get to the starting lineups here today as the Rough Riders are being announced right now. They're going to go out with their infield. The Rough Riders will start in the batting order. Batting first will be center fielder number 1, Brooklyn Soderberg. Batting second, shortstop number 2, Maya Manassa. Batting third, the pitcher is number 3, Ella Spidell. Designated player is number 15, batting in the 4th spot, Ella Nelson. The first baseman is number 10, Jocelyn Berg. Then it'll be third base, number 7, Taylor Kilgore. Second base, number 17 is Chloe Erikson, batting in the 7th spot. Brooke Dorsey is in center field. She is wearing she is in left field wearing number 8.
Number 16.
And you've got batting ninth, right field, number 16, Piper Clough for the Red River Rough Riders, as they'll have out in the catching position the flex, Sydney Warden. The Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders, they're coached by Ana Rose Rodriguez and assisted by Paige Decker and Jeff Dodson. The Red River Rough Riders in the black today with red numerals and letters, white trim for the Rough Riders. The starting lineups for American Crystal Sugar Company for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Burros out in the field. Burros will be catching number 1, Peyton Quam. Shortstop is number 3, Katie Kittleson. The center fielder is number 7, Sana Kritzberger. Third base, number 22, Carsey Hattlestead. The designated player is Alexis Iverson. Kaya Chenault will be pitching. She wears number 17. At second base, Abigail Anderson is wearing number 5. Evelyn Willison is first base, number 15. Leah Helmstead is the left fielder wearing number 6 here today for Hillsboro Central Valley. And out in right field, the flex is Destiny Ellingson for Hillsboro Central Valley softball. The Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, their head coach is Corey Erikson, and they are assisted, of course, by the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Assistant head coach here is, once again, Tim Spurgeon and Molly Knutsvig. Burros come in with the gray uniforms here today. Blue numerals and letters, white trim, HCV on the jersey tops. The 1 and 3 Hillsboro Central Valley Burros versus the 2 and 3 Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. It's softball action this afternoon on yourliveevent.com. Those were the starting lineups presented by American Crystal Sugar Company. We're broadcasting from the Ryan Updahl Farmers Union Insurance Agency Hillsboro broadcast booth. We'll come back with our first pitch next.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hey there!
We're here
to invite you
to join First Community Credit Union.
FCCU is the proud partner
of the University of North Dakota Athletics.
FCCU is here to coach you
through every financial play.
No turnovers. Only buckets.
When you join FCCU,
you get the full UND experience.
Enjoy our exclusive UND credit and debit cards.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of cards plus pre-owned cards as well. Bring the kids along and have them try out the skee ball and foosball table while you browse jerseys, hats, and other items. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles in Hillsboro.
It's that time of year again. Time to kick off another exciting and fun-filled school year. Everyone at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead hope we all can join together and make it a successful and safe school year. If you're driving near school buildings, at school bus stops, please watch carefully for children. Welcome back, students, teachers, staff, and administration from Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life.
Well, let's get things underway. Top half of the first inning. It's Hillsboro, Central Valley, and Grand Forks Red River High School softball. My name is Kevin Kochman. Glad to be with you. Glad to have you along. Thanks to Irie Insurance for our pregame show as we get ready for our first pitch. Kaya Chenault will be pitching for Hillsboro, Central Valley. The junior is in the circle, and batting first will be Brooklyn Soderberg. Soderberg, then Maya Manassa, then Ella Spidell, the 1-2-3, due for the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders here in this first inning of work. Chenault, the junior, will deliver a first pitch strike. And we have no balls, one strike to count to start things off. Top half of the first inning, Rough Riders to bat. Number 1, center fielder Brooklyn Soderberg, the right-handed bat at the plate. She'll hit one to second base. It's fielded. Throw to first is there for the out, and quickly it is a 4-3 put out on 2 pitches. Soderberg is out, and there's one down here in the top half of the first inning. That was Abigail Anderson to Willison over at first base for Hillsboro Central Valley. Maya Manassa, the shortstop, wears number 2. She'll bat second, another righty for Red River. Taking a pitch from Chenault and fouls this one off. Count is no balls and a strike to Maya Manassa. The long braid coming out of the batting helmet there for Maya Manassa. Right-handed bat will dig in. Walking around the agri-lime a little bit soggy still, just a little bit. It's a far cry from what it could be as that one fouled off the fence and the netting. You maybe got a little close look at that one through the camera here on yourliveevent.com. Kaya Chenault pitching for Hillsboro Central Valley. 4 pitches in. There's one out. An 0-2 count to Maya Manassa. Right-handed bat here for the Rough Riders. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone, nobody on. Top half of the first inning and no score. Chenault's pitch. Gonna move outside a little bit here, and first ball thrown there by Chenault. Chenault came in relief. The game yesterday against Central Cass. As the 1-2 delivery here is popped up. So it'll be floating out in the left field. Wind is going to push. Coming in foul territory. Jelmstead was unable to make the catch. Ball hit the glove. But a foul fly that ends up out of the glove. So extra life here for Maya Manassa for the Red River Rough Riders. She'll step back in. And we'll look to dig. Pitch coming. This one a strike 3 on the outside corner. Strikeout by Kaya Chenault, getting Grand Forks Red River first 2 batters up and down. Ella Spidell is the pitcher. Where's number 3? She'll bat here. Wind coming in, pushing out to left field a little bit more. As a line drive right up the middle is going to get past Chenault and get into the outfield. And it'll be a single for Ella Spidell, the game's first hit. Runner on first base now for the Rough Riders. And we're going to get a substitution here, a courtesy runner.
The designated player, number 15, Ella Nelson.
Ella Nelson will be the designated player over to first base now. And Spidell will sit. Designated player, Nelson is hitting. Excuse me, got to get this right. It was number 11 coming in as a courtesy runner. And that is Addison Ledegi. Foul off the first pitch here to Nelson. Count is no balls and a strike. Runner holds. There is 2 outs, top half of the first inning, no score. Ledegi is on at first base as the courtesy runner for Ella Spidell. Count 0-1 to Nelson. Pitch high. Runner takes off. Throw to second is in time. They got the runner. So Ella Nelson will be the first to bat when we come up in the second inning for Grand Forks Red River. After the first inning of work, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on runner left on base. We go to the bottom half of the first now. No score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sales scoreboard. Grand Forks Red River and Hillsboro Central Valley. Burroughs coming to bat next.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Peyton Quam will lead things off bottom half of the first inning for Hillsboro Central Valley facing Spidell for Grand Forks Red River. A first pitch strike to Quam. It's 0-1. Spidell 19 strikeouts in the 2-1 loss in 9 innings yesterday to West Fargo Horace. The righty in the circle going against Peyton Quam. Leadoff batter for the Burros. Quam, Kittleson, Kritzberger, the 1-2-3 due up in the bottom half of the first, no score. This one misses the zone, and it's a count of 1-1 here to Quam from Ella Spidell, another junior, and she's having a fantastic start to the season and will be an arm that the Rough Riders are going to ride throughout the season. This one got a little high there. It's 2-1 now, the count. 2 balls and 1 strike to Peyton Quam at the plate for Hillsboro Central Valley. Quam, the catcher, awaits the pitch. This one going to miss outside. Quam, not real tall, so that zone is a little bit smaller for her. Challenge for Spidell to find it. 3 balls and a strike. Quam digs back in. The righty Spidell will deliver. Fouled back to the net. And so we've got 3-2 full count. We'll set the field for the Rough Riders in a moment. 3-2 to Peyton Quam, leadoff batter for the Burros, bottom half of the first inning here at the Olson Softball Complex. Spidell checks the signals on the wrist guard, the cheat sheet, and gets a swinging third strike. And running down to first base, Quam will get to first base on the strikeout. That one came high and inside, and it was tough for the catcher Warden to corral. So, Quam to first base on a strikeout. Runners on at first base, nobody out. Here in the bottom half of the first inning. That despite Spidell with the strikeout already, too. It's one of those scoring anomalies here. We get right out of the gates. Pitch coming, and this one gets high and off the glove, taking off. Peyton Quam's going to go there. Kaylee Kittleson's at the plate and takes a first pitch high for a ball. Runner takes off Quam on the pass ball. It was a swing. So that's a strike. This one comes inside for a ball. And the count moves 1-1. Runner at second base for Hillsboro Central Valley is Peyton Quam. Again, set the field in a moment here for the Rough Riders as the pitch comes. This one is a strike. And the count's 1-2. You've got Jocelyn Berg at first base. Chloe Erikson covers second. Maya Manassa at short. Taylor Kilgore at third base with Sydney Warden catching. Spidell pitching. This one's popped up and out of play. This is going to go over toward the concessions area. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brooke Dorsey's out in left field. Brooklyn Soderberg's in center field. And Piper Clough is in right field for the Rough Riders. Again, Sydney Warden catching for Ella Spidell. This one is lifted into center, and this one off the glove. A diving attempt in center field. Runner comes on in to score. It's Quam, and Hillsboro Central Valley is on board. So Hillsboro Central Valley gets on board with the first run of the game.
The center fielder,
runner remains on second, and there's nobody out. So Santa Kritzberger comes to bat for Hillsboro Central Valley. Bottom half of the first, leading 1-0 with a runner on second base. Swing and a miss. Kritzberger behind in the count 0-1 to start. Burrows getting to Spidell right out of the gates here with a nice hit. Center fielder Soderberg came diving in on that play, and it hit the glove, just was not able to be squeezed as this pitch misses inside, and Kritzberger is hit by a pitch to go to first base. Now coming to bat will be Carsey Hattlestead. Hattlestead is third baseman. Where's number 22? Hattlestead comes to bat with runner on first and runner on second base. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Showing bunt, pulling back. Both runners take off and no throw. So it'll be a couple of stolen bases here. Kittleson's to third and Sana Kritzberger to second base. And a first pitch is a ball. 1-0 to Hattlestead. Spidell will dig in. And Hattlestead lifts this one to left field. Giving chase, going back all the way, bouncing off the wall. Fair ball. Hattlestead to second, standing in with a double, and it's an RBI. Everybody advances, and the Burros now have a 2-0 lead over Red River here in the first inning. Runners on second and third base. Hattlestead will get an RBI. That scores Kittleson from third. Kritzberger to third base, now in Hattlestead to second. Here's Alexis Iverson coming to bat. Iverson, the designated player, wears number 13 and comes to bat with a nice opportunity. Nobody out, bottom of one, and a 2-0 lead for Hillsboro Central Valley. First pitch is a strike. No balls and a strike to Iverson. She'll dig back in. Spidell from the circle will rock and fire here. Comes inside. Gets by the catcher, and a run's going to come home as they advance with a pass ball. Second pass ball here and moves Kritzberger home, and Hattlestead moves over to third base. And the Burros add to their lead. It's now 3-0 with nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. Ball and a strike to Iverson now. Burros have a runner on third base, bottom of the first inning, and nobody out. And there's Iverson at the plate, the fifth batter in the order. Takes a pitch for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Alexis Iverson. Here comes the offering. Strike outside corner, strikeout. Collected by Spidell. Iverson goes down on strikes. And the first out here in the bottom half of the first inning.
The pitcher, 17,
Kaya Chenault will come to bat. Chenault, the pitcher, wears number 17. She'll come to bat. Pitch comes outside. And we've got ball 1 delivered to the pitcher, Kaya Chenault, who's at the dish here for the first time today. Chenault, right-handed batter. She's up with runner on third base, Carsey Hattlestead. This pitch is fouled off the umpire. Moves the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. There's 1 out. Bottom half of the first inning. 1-1 count. On a sunshine-filled afternoon at the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro. Hillsboro Central Valley leading Grand Forks Red River 3-0. Pitch coming. This one is a strike. Makes the count 1-2 now to Kaya Chenault. Nice crowd on hand, enjoying the sunshine here today in Hillsboro as well, up and down the sidelines. Different view angles here. As a pitch gonna miss. Makes the count 2-2. 22 pitches for Spidell here in the inning. Led off the inning with a strikeout, but it was a swinging foul tip strikeout that got Quam on base. This pitch fouled back and out of play. Count stays at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chenault, the 6th batter for the Burros to plate here in this first. Abigail Anderson, then Evelyn Willison, and Leah Jelmstead coming to bat. 2-2. This one going to miss. The count is full now to Kaya Chenault in a pitcher battle here with Ella Spidell to Kaya Chenault. Full count, 3-2 offering coming. Pitch comes in high, and Chenault will walk to first base. First walk issued by Ella Spidell. Puts runners on first and third. And now we'll have a courtesy runner here for Hillsboro Central Valley.
The second baseman, number 5, Abigail Anderson.
Abigail Anderson will come to bat for the Burros. Chloe Tice will come to be a courtesy runner over at first base. Tice is going to take off on a first pitch strike. No throw from the catcher, Warden. So a stolen base puts a runner on second. 1 out, bottom of 1, 3-0 Burro lead over the Rough Riders. Pitch is high. Count is equal, 1 ball, 1 strike. First base is open for the Burros. Carsey Hattlestead stands at third. Tice at second. Swing and a miss there by the 9th batter in the order, Abigail Anderson, the second baseman. Count moves 1-2. Spidell trying to get to a point here where she could retire a batter. This one misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Red River ranked number 2 in the Class A poll this week. Hillsboro Central Valley ranked 7 in the Class B poll this week. Pitch coming. This one is high. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Abigail Anderson with Evelyn Willison on deck for the Burros of Hillsboro Central Valley. Strike 3 right down the middle. Anderson goes down looking. That is the 3rd strikeout of the inning for Spidell, but only 2 counting for outs with that first one. Quam getting on base. Evelyn Willison. She's coming to bat. Willison wears number 15. She's the first baseman. Right-handed batter again for the Burros. 30 pitches, now 31 pitches in the inning for Spidell, and the first pitch is a strike, 0-1. Runners on second and third. First base is open for the Burros. Plating 3 here in the bottom of the first so far. Pitch from the Rough Riders. Spidell takes this one high. Warden leaked out of the glove, but keeps it out in front. Ball and a strike. Spidell checks the sign and will deliver. Set up on the outside and got it. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Evie Willison. Spidell from the circle, the righty. Delivers this one and swung on, missed for strike 3, and that's how the inning comes to a close. Here in the inning for Hillsboro Central Valley, they get 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on the base paths. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 left on the base paths as we go to the second inning now on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sales scoreboard as we get ready for the top half of the second. Hillsboro Central Valley 3, Red River nothing. YourLiveEvent.com.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Welcoming you back as we broadcast from the Ryan Opdahl Farmers Unit Insurance Hillsboro broadcast booth, YourLiveEvent.com from the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro. The Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders coming to bat here in the top of the second inning. Ella Nelson, who was at the plate when Ella Spidell's courtesy runner over at first base was thrown out trying to steal second. that's how the top of the first ended. So Ella Nelson steps back to the plate, facing Kaya Chenault. Chenault struck out 1 on 9 pitches. No hits allowed in that first inning of work. 1 hit allowed, in that first inning of work. It was a single off the bat of Ella Spidell. They had no runs, 1 hit, and nobody left on in the first inning. Nelson digs in, and we'll get the first pitch. Righty on righty here as Chenault will deliver. This one goes back to the broadcast booth here, and be a first pitch foul ball, strike 1. It's 0-1. Got junior high games going on behind us. The Olson Softball Complex with 3 fields available, and a playground area that's netted off nicely, too, for the safety of the spectators and kids. Makes it a great family outing. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Nelson. Ella Nelson, a designated player for Red River. Pitch from Chenault is low and inside, 2-1. Traffic on I-29 in its Friday mode as we head towards a nice spring weekend here. Pitch misses. So we've got a 3-1 count here to Ella Nelson. Nelson, the designated player, wears number 15, a right-handed bat for the Rough Riders. 3-1 offering from Chenault is going to find the zone. It's a full count. 3-2. We'll reset the infield for Hillsboro Central Valley in a moment. Top half of the second inning. Grand Forks Red River at the plate, trailing 3-0. Full count, pitch is high. And Ella Nelson will walk to first base. First walk issued by Chenault.
Number 5 batter.
Got Willison at first, Anderson at second, Kittleson at short, and then Hattlestead at third, Jelmstead in left, Kritzberger in center, Ellingson in right, Quam catching for Kaya Chenault. Jocelyn Berg will come to bat. Berg wears number 10. First baseman, right-handed bat. And the first pitch from Chenault is popped up, lifted. The infield is underneath it, calling off any assistance. Kittleson makes the catch. Jocelyn Berg with a pop out to short for out number 1.
Batter, number 7, Taylor.
So there's 1 out with a runner on first for the Red River Rough Riders, and now coming to bat is Taylor Kilgore. Kilgore wears number 7. Third base is a right-handed batter again for Red River. First pitch, low and on the corner, strike 1 to Taylor Kilgore. Chenault from the circle delivers. This one is lifted out in the left field. It's hit high, chasing after it and in foul territory. Jelmstead was after it, was unable to come up with it. And so we've got a count now that is no balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 from Chenault to Taylor Kilgore. Chenault, the righty, from the circle delivers. Kilgore slaps this one past Kittleson at short and into left field. That'll be a solid base hit. Runners on first and second here for Red River. A single moves Ella Nelson to second base.
Chloe Erikson.
Kilgore at first, Nelson at second. Here's Chloe Erikson, the second baseman, coming to bat for Grand Forks Red River. Rough Riders bring a bat to the dish here, and we've got third base open. 1 out, top of 2. Tying run at the plate for Grand Forks Red River. Ground ball hit to short. Kittleson will throw across the diamond and will not be able to get it there in time. It was a well-struck ball there by Erikson. Beats it out. So Nelson to third. Kilgore to second. Erikson is now at first base, so we have the bases loaded. And batting, Brooke Dorsey for Grand Forks Red River. 1 out, top of 2. Go-ahead run comes to bat. Bases loaded for the Rough Riders. First pitch from Chenault is high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Brooke Dorsey. Dorsey digs in, another right-handed bat. Fouls this one. Chasing. caught in front of the Red River dugout is Hillsboro Central Valley first baseman Evelyn Willison. So Dorsey with a foul out
Ninth batter,
to
number
first
16,
base,
Piper.
and there are 2 outs. So bases loaded, 2 outs, and Piper Clough will bat. The right fielder wears number 16. Bottom of the order for Red River, but an opportunity. She swings and misses on the first pitch from Chenault. Strike 1. A good way to start out the at-bat for Chenault, getting that one to get by. Clough digs in. The offering from Chenault is a ground ball hit to second. They'll be able to throw to first for the out, and the Burros avoid runs crossing. No runs scored. There were, let's see here.
For Red River, no runs on 2 hits.
2 hits. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors, and 3 left on the base pass. So after the Burros get that final out, and on the Tim Gazette Golden Harvest Seed Sales scoreboard, we're going to go to the bottom half of the second. Hillsboro Central Valley leads Grand Forks Red River 3-0, as the Burros will send to the bottom of the order to bat. Aaliyah Jelmstead, then top of the order in the second inning when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Ironhide, we like to have our sales guys cater to the owners of the businesses or the customers that they're trying to help out to actually find a solution to their problem. We understand that customers have a job to do, and we strive to keep that job going without interruption.
We've invested so heavily in this facility, but bigger than that, in the people.
Central Valley Schools has provided me with so many opportunities. Whether you are in the sports, the arts, or any other activities, there's something for every student to get involved in, and the teachers are pretty cool. I'm Tyson Sumby, a senior at Central Valley High School. My favorite thing about Central Valley High School is the community, because we are well put together. Find your favorites at Hillsboro Central Valley Schools. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Bottom of 2 here in Hillsboro at the Olson Softball Complex. Aaliyah Jelmstead will lead things off, facing Ella Spidell for the Rough Riders. And the first pitch is a strike to Jelmstead. Count is 0-1. Leading things off here in the bottom of the second inning on YourLiveEvent.com. Next pitch offering is coming in a little bit outside. And we've got a count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Jelmstead, right-handed bat, will dig in. Pitch coming from Spidell is fouled. Back toward the dugout occupied by the Burros along the third baseline. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nope, misspoke. No balls, 2 strikes. That was 1-2. Got it. Okay. Scoreboard didn't have it right. See, that's they did not have it right. I was thinking I was wrong. There's a strike 3. Aaliyah Jelmstead goes down on strikes. As watch that one go by. So that's strikeout number 4 today for Ella Spidell. And top of the order, Peyton Quam will bat. She struck out but reached first on the foul tip in that first inning. Later would score a run. Led to a 3-run first for the Burros. First pitch from Spidell is a ball this time to Quam. The count is 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Next offering, popped up. This is going out to center field, giving chase and camping out underneath it. Brooklyn Soderberg makes the grab, and it's a fly out to center for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for the Burros in the bottom of the second inning. Spidell settling in after 34 pitches in that first. And Kaylee Kittleson will bat.
Number 3, Kaylee Kittleson.
Kittleson doubled, got an RBI, stole a base, scored a run in that first inning. Did a little bit of everything there in that first at-bat. First pitch from Spidell, going to be outside. They set up outside there. Sydney Warden, the catcher, trying to get Kittleson to go. First pitch, a ball, 1-0. Next offering to Kittleson. Inside, that one over the zone. And it's 1-1. And a nice delivery that time by Ella Spidell. Kittleson standing middle deep in the box and will lift this one. And this one is lifted up. Shortstop is camping out. Making the catch is Manassa. And Kaylee Kittleson with a fly out to short is a 1-2-3 inning for the Burros here on just 9 Ella Spidell pitches. No runs, no hits, no errors, and we are 2 innings complete on the Tim Cassette Golden Harvest Seed Sale scoreboard. Burros leading 3-0. We go to the top of the 3rd inning when we come back on yourliveevent.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Hi, I'm Preston Ettinger with Lux Wealth Advisors in Mayville. At Lux Wealth Advisors, we believe financial planning is about more than numbers. It's about your future. We provide small town service with big company resources.
Hi, my name is Hunter Torgerson at Lux Wealth Advisors. As your neighbors, we understand the unique challenges you face.
Whether you're saving for your child's education, planning for retirement, or starting a business, we're here to help every step of the way.
With personalized strategies tailored just for you, we help turn your financial dreams into achievable goals. Lux Wealth Advisors, your trusted partner for a brighter financial future.
Soderberg.
Top half of the 3rd inning here at the Olson Softball Complex, where Hillsboro Central Valley holds a 3-0 lead over the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. Rough Riders are coming to bat, and believe here we've got Brooklyn Soderberg coming to bat right out of the gates. Top half of the 3rd inning. First pitch to Soderberg is going to be low for a ball from Kaya Chenault. The count is 1-0. This pitch is foul. No, it's a fair ball down the right field line, and it sneaks into right field. And Soderberg is reaching with a single.
Number 2, Maya Manasa.
So Maya Manasa will come to bat with a runner on first base for Red River. A 3-0 lead for Hillsboro Central Valley. Maya Manasa struck out her first time at bat. Second batter in the order. Second time facing Chenault. And this pitch is popped up. This is going to go up and over the dugouts into the, we'll call that west-facing field. Goes for a strike. Count is 1-0. Wind doesn't seem to be as strong, maybe a little bit more gusty here that we have in the 3rd inning. Early on, the wind was coming in pretty strong. Here's a bunt attempt. Chenault over at the pitcher spot throws it to first. Covered there at first base nicely by Abigail Anderson, and that will be the out. It does move the runner.
3rd batter, number 3.
So there's
Ella
an out.
Spidell.
You've got Brooklyn Soderberg now at second. Manassa ground out 1-4 to first base on a bunt attempt. Spidell, so you call that a sacrifice. You get Spidell coming to bat. Spidell, she singled, was later thrown out, her courtesy runner throw it out at second back in the 1st inning. First pitch going to miss here from Chenault. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, the runner Soderberg is on at second for the Rough Riders. Chenault's pitch going to miss just outside. Good-looking throw, just misses. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. I mentioned earlier, nice crowd. Folks lining either side. Get a few Rough Rider fans trekking into Hillsboro as well. There'll be a junior varsity game to follow. Ball lifted into center field, tracking left and tracking right, I should say, making the catch is Kritzberger. Sana Kritzberger makes the catch in center, so Spidell flies out to center field and more left center field. And it'll be Ella Nelson batting. Holds the runner, by the way. So there are 2 outs. Runner on second base is Soderberg, and Ella Nelson will bat. She walked, was stranded at third in the 2nd inning. She led off the 2nd after coming to bat in the 1st. Lifted foul. No balls and a strike. Got a bunch of young guys out there playing ball on the west field. Bring your glove to the ballpark, always a good plan. No balls and a strike here to Nelson. Chenault's pitch is inside. Nelson Short arms this one. It bounces over to, since it's Masters Week, over to the patrons along the left side, out in left field, and everybody looks okay. There's blankets and other things that can help them out there. Oh, jeez. She's got a magnet, is what you're saying. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Here's Chenault's delivery. This one is fouled back and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes to Ella Nelson. Brooklyn Soderberg on at second, 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning here in Hillsboro at Olson Softball Complex. 0-2 coming. Chenault from the circle. A delivery is lifted. Foul again. This one is going to go out of play. Nelson staying alive if the Bee Gees were playing today. Kaya Chenault, that was 11th pitch thrown here in the 3rd. 9 pitches in the 1st, 14 in the 2nd, now 11 here in the 3rd. Runner on second, 2 outs. Pitch, 0-2, ground ball, foul. It right on contact with the ground, it hit outside the first base line as it rolled to a first baseman, Willison. So a foul from the get-go. It's 0-2. Chenault gets the signs, checks the wrist guard, and will deliver the 0-2 again. High and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Nelson. Ella Nelson, designated player. Wears number 15 for Grand Forks Red River. Hillsboro Central Valley holding a 3-0 lead, top of the 3rd inning. 1-2. Outside, Nelson really wanted to go after it. She had to hold back. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the outside pitch. She even took a half step towards the ball there, looking like she was going to maybe cross the plate to try to attack. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lifting this one, golfing it into left field. That's going to score a run for Red River. Rounding third and on her way home is Brooklyn Soderberg, and it gives the Rough Riders their first run of the ball game. It's a single.
Number 10, Jocelyn Berg.
For the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders, and it was Ella Nelson with an RBI single. Scoring Soderberg. And the long at bat for Nelson pays off. Still 2 gone. Top of 3. Jocelyn Berg will bat. She popped up to shortstop her first time at bat. Takes a first pitch ball, 1-0. Kaya Chenault working for Hillsboro Central Valley in the circle. Pitch is low. 2 balls, no strikes to Berg. Chenault in the circle will dig. Delivers this one high. This one goes over Quam. Runner takes off on a wild throw. And to Kaya, it's 3 balls, no strikes now to Jocelyn Berg. 3 balls, no strikes. Ella Nelson stands at second base. Jocelyn Berg awaits this one. She'll probably hold. 3 balls, no strikes, and we'll see if Chenault can find the zone. Set up on the outside and a strike. 3-1 now to Jocelyn Berg. Nelson at second base. Soderberg has already scored. Grand Forks Red River's off the schneid. It's 3-1 Hillsboro Central Valley. Top half of the 3rd inning. Pitch coming. Ground ball right in front of home plate. Throw to first by the catcher. Quam will get the out. Jocelyn Berg goes 2-3 for the out to retire the Rough Riders.
1 run on 2 hits.
1
no
run, 2
errors,
hits, no errors. 1 left on the base paths on 20 pitches from Kaya Chenault here in the half inning. So, let's see here. Let's get all of our buttons pressed correctly. We're going to go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. On the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seat Sales Scoreboard, it's Hillsboro Central Valley 3, Grand Forks Red River 1 on yourliveevent.com.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
By that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent in Hillsboro.
We're out of the Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance broadcast booth. We get this bottom half of the third inning underway. Hillsboro Central Valley and Grand Forks Red River. Sana Kritzberger batting first. Then it's Carsey Hattelstead, Alexis Iverson. Your 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Burros. 3-1 lead for Hillsboro Central Valley. And the count now from Ella Spidell to Sana Kritzberger is 1 ball, 1 strike. It was a 1-2-3 inning for the Burros in the second. Look to get somebody active on the base paths here in the third. Spidell pitches this one outside. It's 2-1. Kritzberger was hit by a pitch first at bat. She stole the base and then scored a run, part of the 3-run first for Hillsboro Central Valley. This ball foul tipped, grazing either the home plate umpire or the catcher, Sidney Warden. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Kritzberger. Bottom half of the third inning at the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro. Swung on, missed. Spidell striking out Sana Kritzberger. Strikeout number 5 on the day for Spidell after 19 in 9 innings pitched yesterday.
Third baseman number 22, Carsey Hattelstead.
We see Carsey Hattelstead bat. She doubled and had an RBI in the first, 1 for 1 on the day. She's up with 1 out. Bottom half of the third inning. First pitch is a strike to Hattelstead. Counts 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Next offering, lifted but foul. This one is going to track over to those spectators, but beyond those who were seated. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Excuse me, no balls, 2 strikes. Beg your pardon. No balls, 2 strikes. There is 1 out in this bottom half of the third inning with Hillsboro Central Valley leading Grand Forks Red River 3-1. Coach Erikson mentioning it in a pregame show as the pitch comes in. Lifted into shallow center field. Soderberg was playing a little bit shallow and makes the catch. We'll call it a line drive to center and an out for Carsey Hattelstead, who goes down. 2 outs. Coach Erikson talking about how HCV and Grand Forks Red River have had a game on the schedule almost every year in the last 10 years, but because it's an early season usual schedule before each team gets into their region play or the EDC scenario, as the first pitch comes inside to Alexis Iverson, a ball, 1-0. This is the first time they've actually been able to play one another. It's never happened, although it being on the schedule each year. So a good scenario for both teams, really, early season. Swung on and missed here. Spidell, 1-1 now to Alexis Iverson, who struck out back in the first. There are 2 outs. We are in the bottom of the third, and it's a 3-1 Burro lead over the Rough Riders. Ground ball, inside-out swing to second base. It'll be Erikson to Berg for the out. 4-3 ground out, and no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And 3 innings are complete now in Hillsboro on the Tim Cassette Golden Harvest Seed Sales scoreboard. Burros 3, Rough Riders 1. Top of the 4th inning from Olson Softball Complex coming up on yourliveevent.com.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
You would never buy
buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Welcoming you back to Hillsboro in the Olson Softball Complex. Top half of the fourth inning. We'll have Taylor Kilgore, Chloe Erikson, Brooke Dorsey coming to bat here for the Red River Rough Riders. As it is 3-1, Hillsboro Central Valley leading. It'll be the Rough Riders Kilgore batting first against Kaya Chenault, who comes back to pitch for the Burros. First pitch delivered, and it'll be a ball. Ball, no strikes to Kilgore from Kaya Chenault in the circle. Pitch is going to be lifted, and underneath it, Adelstead at third base will make the catch. Kilgore, the fly out to third base is out, number one. Two pitches by Kaya Chenault and an out. Chloe Erikson will come to bat. Erikson singled in the second inning. She's got one of the 5 hits that Grand Forks Red River has collected today. She'll swing inside out here and pull it foul. Count is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Top half of the fourth inning from Olson Softball Complex on a sunshine-filled Friday. Swung on and missed. An outside pitch, counts 0-2 to Chloe Erikson. 7th batter in the order for Grand Forks Red River. Kaya Chenault, after her highest pitch counts in the third inning there with 20, allowing the 1 run. Ground ball up the middle. Chenault gloves it, throw to first for the outs. So, showing the quick glove at the circle, Chenault goes 1-3 on the ground out to put Chloe Erikson down. And like that, there's 2 outs. Top half of the fourth, and batting is Brooke Dorsey. Dorsey popped out to first base last time at bat. She's 0 for 1. Coach Rose might say she's due. Pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. 3-1 the lead for the Burros over Grand Forks Red River here in this top half of the fourth inning. Kaya Chenault getting the start today. Megan Ensign taking a pitch off the knee yesterday. Or taking a, not a pitch, excuse me, as that one goes for a ball. She took a line drive off the kneecap. Chenault pitched a little bit in that 7-4 loss to Central Cass yesterday for the Burros. She gets the start today. Here's a shot up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. I think Coach said it. Brooke Dorsey was due. She got a hit. And she'll be holding up at first base with a single. 2 down, top of the fourth. And it'll be Piper Clough to bat. She popped out last at bat in the second inning. 0 for 1 on the day. She'll come up to bat here. Runner on at first base, 2 outs. The pitch from Chenault is low. Ball, no strikes to Piper Clough. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 gone, top half of the fourth inning. A 2-run deficit for the Rough Riders, the tying run at the plate. Chenault delivers that one high. It's 2-0. Clough is the bottom of the order here for Grand Forks Red River. Send this one into foul territory just beyond first base into right field. And the count moves 2 balls, 1 strike now to Piper Clough, who comes back to the box. Clough addresses and now will step into the box and await the pitch here from Kaya Chenault. Here's the offering. Swung on and missed, and the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 to Clough. Chenault has just 1 strikeout to her name so far today. See if she can get the second right here. Red River would love to extend the inning. Strike 3 looking, and that's how the Red River Rough Riders go down here as Chenault gets that strikeout. It is pitch number 13 for Chenault in the inning. Clough, strikeout. There was no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on at first base there. Brooke Dorsey was left at first. We will go to the bottom half of the 4th. And on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sales scoreboard, it's Hillsboro Central Valley 3, Grand Forks Red River 1 on yourliveevent.com.
The City of Hillsboro invites you to make Hillsboro your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsboro and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsboro. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsboro, contact the Hillsboro City Office at 701-636-4620.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the True Grade Pull-Type Bulldozer Blade from Degelman Industries. At 34 inches, the True Grade is the tallest pull-type bulldozer blade in its class. Our streamlined design will make cleaning ditches, grading roads, digging ditches, leveling fields, and moving snow easier and more efficient than ever. The Degelman True Grade, engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Bottom half of the 4th inning here at the Olson Softball Complex, as I believe Red River did make 1 position change. I have not seen that. We did not get alerted to it, but I did see home plate umpire doing some of that work, so I'll see if we can't check that. Kaya Chenault will come to bat. Chenault, then Anderson, then Willison. The 5, 6, 7, 8 batters due up, and first pitch foul by Chenault. Ella Spidell will continue pitching. Jocelyn Berg is still at first base. We might have a change at second. I think that's our change, but stay tuned on that here as we try to track down any other change there. Spidell delivers a ball here to Chenault. Counts 1-1. 3-1 Borough lead over the Red River Rough Riders today. Pitch high. 2-1 is the count. Kaya Chenault walked, stole a base, or maybe I should say courtesy runner stole a base for her in the first inning. Later left stranded. She'll take a cut there, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes from Spidell. Ella Spidell has really settled in nicely after a blow-up first inning. She has 19 pitches and 2 strikeouts and a couple of 1-2-3 innings to her credit. This pitch misses, so this at-bat to lead things off with Chenault has gone the distance. Chenault trying to earn a walk for the second time here today. She'll swing and foul this one back and out of play. So we'll get a fresh softball as that one left the field. And the pitch is swung on and fouled to stay alive in the count 3-2 to Kaya Chenault. Chenault, then Anderson, then Willison. 6, 7, and 8 batters due for the Burros here in the bottom half of the 4th inning, leading 3-1. Pitch coming here. Swung on, missed, and Kaya Chenault goes down on strikes. Spidell, her 7th strikeout of the ball game.
Second baseman,
bottom of 4, here's Abigail Anderson. Anderson, where's number 5, second base? Right-handed bat for the Burros in the gray uniforms today. A bunt attempt that was nearly snagged by the catcher, Warden. Goes for a foul, and it's 0-1. I think for Red River, we did have a change at second base. I'm just still trying to decipher the number there, if that was the case or not. Here's Spidell's delivery. A strike. And Anderson is behind in the count, 0-2. Base is empty, 1 out. No balls, 2 strikes to Anderson, who struck out her first time at bat, 0 for 1 today. Pitch going to be outside corner, strike 3 looking. Abigail Anderson goes down on strikes, and we'll see Evie Wilson come to bat.
First baseman number 15, Evie Willison.
Willison bats with nobody on and 2 gone. Bottom half of the 4th inning and a 3-1 Borough lead. Pitch inside from Spidell. 1 ball, no strikes. A few gusts of wind at times. Otherwise, a real pleasant afternoon here for April 11th. This pitch will miss for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch. That's a strike. There are 2 gone. Nobody on base. 2 balls and a strike here to Willison. Popped up. This will go back and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. And that one enters the field of play on the junior high game going on behind us. It's a dangerous situation back there. Got to be careful. 2-2. Beware of flying objects, I think is the term to call it. This one going to miss outside from Spidell. Full count to Evelyn Willison. Three-two pitch. 2 gone, bottom of 4. Base is empty. Pitch from Spidell. Swung on, missed for strike 3. Ella Spidell strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down. That's 3 consecutive innings for that to happen. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Ella Spidell now with, let's see here, 5. She's got 9 strikeouts here in the ball game. So we're through 4 innings. To the top of the 5th we go, and on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard, Burroughs 3, Red River Rough Riders 1, yourliveevent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Top half of the 5th inning as we welcome you back to the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro on yourliveevent.com. Timeouts are brought to you by Brad Richter, the agents with answers in Trail County. Brad Richter, Nodak Insurance Company, and we take time here as we go to the top half of the 5th inning. Hillsboro Central Valley scored 3 in the 1st inning. They've been held in check ever since by the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. Rough Riders scored 1 run in the 3rd, and they try to work themselves here into a scenario where they can come back in this one. Kaya Chenault will pitch here for the Burros as we go to the top half of the 5th inning. It's top of the order for the Rough Riders with Soderberg, Mayanasa, and Spidell coming to bat. This will be a big inning for Kaya Chenault. First pitch is a ball for Chenault in the circle. And the leadoff batter, Brooklyn Soderberg, ahead in the count 1-0. Soderberg pops this up short. First base makes the catch. Willison comes in on it. Quick little pop-up to first. Will be out number 1. And the defense of the Burros standing tall on a pitch that was just undercut there by the batter, Soderberg. Here's Maya Manassa. The shortstop will bat. Maya 0 for 2, a strikeout, and then a sacrifice bunt attempt. Now she'll line one down the third base line and into the spectators. Everybody's okay. It took a good hop. No balls and a strike to Manassa. Get a fresh softball in play. Top half of the 5th inning. Nobody on. 1 out. Counts 0-1 to Manassa. Chenault will pitch. This one, a strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Maya Manassa. Manassa behind in the count in this at-bat, 0-2. Chenault delivers. Manassa lifts this one high in the air. Wind is pushing it. This one will get the spectators to scatter a little bit this time. Burrows were chasing it down, but it'll be a foul ball. Count remains 0-2. Today with the wind the way it is coming in from the south, blowing in from center field over to left field. Tough spot to be where those spectators are. This pitch will miss outside, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes here. The count to Maya Manassa. Maya Manassa batting for the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. 1-2. This one inside corner, strike 3. Chenault getting nasty with that one. 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 3.
For Kaya Chenault, that's her 3rd strikeout of the ball game, and that was a big one. And here's Ella Spidell to bat. She singled and flew out her 2 plate appearances, 1 for 2 today, and trying to help herself out on the circle. First pitch from Chenault is low for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Chenault from the circle will deliver. Foul this one off. So it's going to zip over to the west fields. And to Spidell, the count's 1-1. A ball and a strike. 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Inside out swing, lifted into left field. Camping out, making the catch in left field is Jelmstead for the out. Fly out to left. No runs, no hits, no errors. 9 pitches from Kaya Chenault. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. And after 4.5, we're going to the bottom of the 5th inning on the Tim Gazette Golden Harvest Seed Sales scoreboard. Hillsboro Central Valley 3, Grand Forks Red River 1 on yourliveevent.com.
Delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Bottom half of the 5th inning. It is Hillsboro Central Valley leading Grand Forks Red River 3-1 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. And the Burros are coming to bat. Ella Spidell will continue to pitch for the Red River Rough Riders. Burros will go Jelmstead, Quam, Kittleson, the 9, 1, and 2 batters.
Bottom of the 5th.
Burros leading here 3-1.
Number 6, Aaliyah.
And we did have a change at second base. I did get confirmation here. And a bunt attempt. Throw to first is there in time, covering it for the out. So quickly, Jelmstead is down. That one goes 2-4 for the out, as covering was Brooklyn Schmaltz. Schmaltz is playing at second base.
Leadoff batter. Number 1, the catcher.
1 out, nobody on base. Peyton Quam will bat bottom of the 5th inning. It's 3-1, Hillsboro Central Valley, and Burros have had 3 consecutive 3-and-out innings, 3 up, 3 down. And the first pitch from Spidell to Quam is a ball, 1-0. Brooklyn Schmaltz, second base now for Red River. She played there in the 4th inning as well, in place of Chloe Erikson. 2 balls, no strikes to Peyton Quam. Jelmstead was down on a bunt attempt that was thrown out at first. Coverage by Schmaltz over at first base. 3-0 to Quam. Quam positioning herself for a potential walk here in the 5th. Spidell will deliver a strike, 3-1. That one just underneath, maybe just high zone pitcher, I guess you could say. 3-1 is the count. Quam slaps this one to left field. That's a fair ball, and it trickles into the gap, then out into the left field corner, foul territory, but it's a double for Quam, and a 3-1 count double for Peyton Quam. Big hit there for the Burros. Runner in scoring position. Kaylee Kittleson will come to bat. Big spot for Kittleson. RBI double back in the first is 1 for 2.
Shortstop, number 3, Kaylee Kittleson.
Kittleson batting with Quam at second base, trying to add some insurance here in the bottom of the 5th. Burros lead at 3-1. Red River, Ella Spidell will deliver. As the offering, Kittleson shows bunt. Quam will take off. Throw to third base is not in time. Quam will steal. And we have Hannah Rose coming out to have a quick conversation as a timeout being brought to you by Brad Richter, your agent with answers in Nodak Insurance Company. They're going to just have a quick appeal. Home plate umpire over in the third base line, the infield umpire here. They're going to have some discussion. From my vantage point, it's absolutely could be, there's reason for argument. I'll leave it at that. There's reason for argument. Yeah, tag happened in the back. It was a little bit behind the play. And so the umpires will gather and discuss and now call in Coach Rose Rodriguez for a conference. There's some hands talking here, discussion with the umpire. And I do believe everything remains the same. But the explanation was given. Kaylee Kittleson batting. Count is 0-1. Quam is now at third base. This pitch from Spidell going to miss for a ball. Count evens at a ball and a strike to Kaylee Kittleson. Again, Kittleson an RBI double in the first part of the 3-run first inning for the Burros. Since then, they've not had much success against Spidell. Here's a ground ball sharply to short. It's going to score the run. Kittleson is out at first, but a run comes home. Quam scores. Kaylee Kittleson's going to get an RBI as she is out 6-3 on a grounder. Hillsboro Central Valley adds to their lead. They were able to get Quam home. Santa Kritzberger will bat. Kritzberger hit by a pitch in the first, struck out her last at-bat. 0 for 1 official, and takes this one for a ball, 1-0. Run adds the Burros lead. It's now 4-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. And Spidell delivers. Gotta make sure that this is all correct. 2 outs and nobody on base. 1-1 to Kritzberger. Pitch a strike. 1-2. Kritzberger trying to extend the inning. Burros did get success here and scored a run. Lead at 4-1. Here's the offering. Foul ball. This one narrowly misses the broadcast booth. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, and that pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Game is an hour and 10 minutes old. Bottom of the 5th inning. Ball misses the glove of the catcher, Warden. Nobody on base. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes from Ella Spidell to Sana Kritzberger. Spidell trying to get out of the inning without allowing another Burro base runner. Burrows plated one. They lead it 4-1. The pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the end of the fifth. A strikeout and another one for Ella Spidell. That's number 10 on the day. Here in the inning, there was one hit, one run. There were no errors in the field. Nobody left on the base paths. And there was 18 Ella Spidell pitches as we go to the top half of the sixth inning. 5 complete. Hillsboro Central Valley 4. Grand Forks Red River 1 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sale scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Grow with us. Build with us. Ada Building Center, LLC. They offer estimates and drafting on homes, houses, shops, lake cabins, garages, and more. From start to finish, thank you for choosing Ada Building Center, LLC for your building material needs. 218-784-3661. Ada Building Center, LLC, Highway 200 East Edge, Ada. To see their latest building projects, visit their Facebook page.
4-1 Hillsboro Central Valley leading Grand Forks Red River. We go to the top half of the sixth inning. It is Hillsboro Central Valley with that 4-1 lead. Kaya Chenault will continue to pitch. We'll see Ella Nelson, Jocelyn Berg, Taylor Kilgore to bat. Nelson walked and also singled, has an RBI today. She'll lead off the sixth, and big spot here for Red River. Pitch just inside from Chenault to Nelson, and it's 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Rock and fire the pitch. This one is low. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes to count to Ella Nelson. Pitch coming. This one's going to hit the batter, Nelson. Chenault hits Ella Nelson to put one on base right out of the gates. First hit batsman by Chenault here today. So a runner on first, and Jocelyn Berg will come to bat. Berg will bat, runner on first, nobody out. Here in the top half of the sixth inning from Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro. Dogs at the ballpark. We got a few of them here today. Not just talking hot dogs. There's my one dad. You got to have a dad joke in every once in a while. I know the Lee burgers are flowing too. I've seen some people enjoying those. 1 ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Yes, 2 balls, no strikes from Chenault to Jocelyn Berg at the plate here for Red River. A strike delivered. 2-1. Ella Nelson stands on at first base. Rough Riders trying to get another on the board here as the Burros have a 4-1 lead now in the top half of the sixth. Ball is lifted into center field, coming in strong and going to play it off a hop throw to second is a bad throw there, so we've got an error on the throw. And that one's going to hurt the Burros. So Berg will get a single. Nelson is safe at second, and an error on a throw from center fielder Kritzberger.
Taylor Kilgore.
So what could have been an out in 2 different ways ends up being everybody's safe for the Rough Riders. Taylor Kilgore is coming to bat, and she's got runners on first and second base for Grand Forks Red River. Nobody out. Top half of the sixth. Ball popped up. Underneath it, Kittleson calls off the Dogs here and is a fly out at shortstop. Kilgore is out on a shortstop fly out, and there's 1 out. Runners remain at first and second base, and it's in for Chloe Erikson. The second baseman, Brooklyn Schmaltz, batting. She's showing bunt. Dropping a bunt, fair ball, throw to first is there in time for out number 2, runners advance. Sacrifice bunt moves Ella Nelson to third and Jocelyn Berg to second base. Meanwhile, 2 outs. Nice play by Quam to get the throw to first. And Brooke Dorsey bats. Big spot for Brooke. She singled her last at bat. She's 1 for 2. First base is open. 2 outs. Top 6. Represents the tying run at the plate. Pitch from Chenault. It's going to miss for a ball. It's 1-0. Schmaltz was the substitution at second for Erikson and taking her spot at the batter's box as well. 2 balls, no strikes to Brooke Dorsey. Dorsey looks to come up big here for the Red River Rough Riders. Chenault trying to get out of the inning. Swing and a miss. Chenault gets Dorsey on a strike. It's 2-1. Ella Nelson's on at second. Jocelyn Berg is at Nelson is at third. Berg is at second. First base is open. Dorsey fouls off this pitch from Chenault. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big opportunity here for Dorsey. Chenault trying to take it the other way. 2-2 pitch. Burrows leading 4-1. Tying run at the plate for Grand Forks Red River, and it's popped up. Second base underneath it. They're making the catches, Anderson, and Dorsey is out at second. And that is how the top of the 6th comes to a close on 13. Chenault pitches. No runs, no hits, in air. 2 left on base for the Rough Riders from Grand Forks Red River. And we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Hillsboro Central Valley 4, Grand Forks Red River 1 on yourliveevent.com.
Planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Ag Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Ag Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Ag Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
Let's welcome you back here to the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Hillsboro Central Valley leads Grand Forks Red River 4-1, and it'll be Carsey Hattlestead to lead things off for the Burros. Ella Spidell will continue pitching for the Red River Rough Riders. And Hattlestead takes a first pitch strike. She'll swing and foul this one over to Corey Erikson in the coach's box down the third baseline. Hattlestead behind in the count from Spidell, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 6th, Burrows plated 1 in the 5th, 3 in the 1st. That's how they've gotten to this 4-1 lead. 0-2 delivery, and Hattlestead watches this one outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Carsey Hattlestead. Spidell from the circle will deliver. Inside pitch misses. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Pitch number 5 of the at-bat. Hattlestead fouls it off. A good staying alive swing there to keep things moving. Burrows with a record of 1-3 to start this season, coming in off of a tough one yesterday, but a good battle. Or 1 win so far coming against Northern Cass. Swung on, missed. Hattlestead goes down on strikes. Ella Spidell does it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 11 strikeouts for Ella Spidell.
Alexis
Iverson will come to bat. Nobody on, 1 out, bottom of 6. And the Burros a 4-1 lead. Iverson, as a gust of wind comes through the press box. The Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance Hillsboro broadcast booth. First pitch is a ball to Alexis Iverson, 1-0. Iverson, 0-2 at the dish here today. 1-0 pitch. This one a little high. 2 balls and a strike now to Iverson. Kaya Chenault at the on-deck circle awaiting a chance. Here in the bottom of the 6th, looking to try to add to that 4-1 lead. Iverson watches this one go by. It's a strike, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Alexis Iverson batting for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Ella Spidell from the circle delivers. Short swing, kind of rolls down the first base line and goes foul. Just kept rolling. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You thought maybe Corey Erikson, through all the work he's done here at the Olson Softball Complex, would have developed that to maybe stay fair. You think you'd have pitched it up a little bit, but yeah. That's something to think about. 2-2 the pitch. Oh, and it's a strike 3. Iverson goes around. 12 strikeouts for Spidell on the day. We talked about this earlier. Yesterday, in 9 innings against Horace, Spidell delivered and struck out 19 of the 27 batters that she faced in the 2-1 loss. With the train going in the southerly direction in our distance, Spidell delivers a first pitch strike to Kaya Chenault. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Chenault, good swing, sends this to the gap in right center field. It'll be a base hit, and Chenault will have a courtesy runner. For Chenault, her first hit of the game. And courtesy runner will be Tice coming back in for Hillsboro Central Valley.
Baseman number 5, Abigail Anderson.
Big spot for Abigail Anderson. Can she help provide some insurance for the Burros? They lead at 4-1, bottom of the 6th. Here's a strike. No balls and a strike to Anderson. Ella Spidell from the circle. 12 strikeouts today. Looking for a big one here. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Abigail Anderson from the right-hand side of the batter's box for the Burros. 1-1 count against her. Pitch. Missing outside. 2 balls and a strike. Anderson struck out on a full count back in the 1st and went down on 3 straight pitches in the 4th inning, her second at bat. Here now in the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 against. She'll pop this one out. It is foul and comes to rest right along the first base dugout occupied by Red River. 2-2 count to Anderson. The offering. Lifted foul. Backing out of play. Off the bat of Anderson and the pitch from Spidell. Burros trying to extend the 6th. Leading 4-1. 2-2 with 2 out. Runner on first. Pitch inside. Strike 3 looking. Spidell, 13 strikeouts, and that was a nasty one again. Abigail Anderson struck out 3 times today against Ella Spidell. Here in the inning, there was a 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 1 left on the base paths as we go to the top half of the 7th inning. Hillsboro Central Valley with a 4-1 lead over Grand Forks Red River on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sales scoreboard. 7th inning is next.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Top of the 7th inning, Hillsboro Central Valley leading Grand Forks Red River 4-1. And we may have a change here for Red River, so we'll keep an eye on that. We have a new batter right out of the gates, in fact. So, coming into bat to lead things off. Leading off here.
Pinch hitting, number 11.
Addison
Liddigy.
Liddigy is batting. Liddigy, that's, I think, is that. We're going to get it right or wrong, and we understand. Liddigy, I believe it is Addison Liddigy. Addison Liddigy coming to bat, and she'll pop this one up. Kettleson is there, making a snow cone grab at shortstop. Liddigy, there it is, Liddigy, with a pop out to short is how the first out goes in the 7th inning.
Leadoff batter, the center fielder, number 1, Brooklyn Soderberg.
One pitch from Chenault. So, Rough Riders are down to the last 2 outs, and top of the order, Brooklyn Soderberg. They've got the top of the order batting. Down 3 runs and a ground ball past Kittleson at short into left field. Well struck. You got the right kind of hitter to lead things off or get things going. It's a single, and Soderberg will be on base.
Shortstop number 2, Maya Manassa.
Maya Manassa will come to bat. Manassa 0 for 3 at the plate. Manassa at the dish. A big opportunity here with Soderberg on at first. The on-deck batter is Ella Spidell. She would represent the game's tying run. Burrows lead it 4-1, 1 out, top half of the 7th, excuse me. To Manassa, it's 1-0, and a swing and a miss there. Count is a ball and a strike. Got to get the scoreboard correct there, but 1-1 is the count. There is 1 out. Runner on first base is Brooklyn Soderberg. Manassa looking for her first hit of the game. She'll swing and miss here, trying to get it going. And a nice baiting type delivery that time by Chenault, sending Manassa after it. Here's the 1-2. Popped foul. Let's go back and out of play. Staying alive in the count. Kaya Chenault, the junior, looking for a big home victory today in the circle for the Burros. Red River playing in back-to-back tough ball games as far as just close contests. Ball just foul beyond the reach of third baseman Hattlestead. Foul territory and staying alive again. The count remains 1-2 from Chenault to Maya Manassa. Burros ranked number 7 in Class B this week, and Grand Forks Red River, great season last year, of course, and ranked number 2 in Class A in this week's poll. Swung on and missed Manassa, and a huge strikeout for Kaya Chenault.
Number 3, Ella Spidell.
The Red River Rough Riders are down to their final out when Ella Spidell will step to bat. Spidell singled in the first. And she's 1 for 3, a fly out to center and a fly out to left. Soderberg is on at first base. Tying run on deck. Foul ball. Spidell behind in the count 0-1. Spidell, the pitcher, had a really good day outside of the first inning. No balls and a strike. Kaya Chenault will deliver. Ground ball hit to short, past Kittleson. That one was a real tough play. A run comes A runner comes around to third, and Spidell will run it out to second. Soderberg to third. Spidell, a single stretched into a double. A hard smash, fast one just got by Kittleson at short. Ella Nelson will come to bat. Not an easy play to be made by any means. Nelson has an RBI single, happened in the third. Only time to get a run through, and she's up close in the batter's box. Represents the game's tying run. Chenault throws this one low and inside for a ball. We've got a train coming to the north now, beyond the stretches of the outfield here at the Olsen Softball Complex. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on now second and third. And there's a well-hit ball that goes into center field, and it's caught by Kritzberger, and that will wrap it up. Ella Nelson with a fly out to center, and Sana Kritzberger makes the catch, and that's going to do it. Here in the inning for the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders, there were 2 hits, there were no runs scored, 2 runners left on base, and no errors.
Red River scores no
The
runs,
final
2 hits,
on the Tim Gazette Golden Harvest Seed Sales scoreboard. Hillsboro Central Valley 4, Grand Forks Red River 1. The Burros earned the victory here today, as there'll be a junior varsity contest coming up, but a quality win for the Burros of Hillsboro Central Valley. They get a win over a Class A team in Grand Forks Red River, and a solid win for the Burros here on their home field at the Olsen Softball Complex. Stay tuned. Our post-game recap will come up with players and coaches and accolades to dole out, plus game statistics and a recap, all on the way. YourLiveEvent.com with a Hillsboro Central Valley 4-1 win over Grand Forks Red River in high school softball.
Hillsboro Schools has provided me with so many opportunities. Whether you're into sports, the arts, or any other activities, there's something for every student to get involved in, and the teachers are pretty cool. I'm Lex Ellingson, a senior at Hillsboro High School. My favorite thing at Hillsboro High School is hanging out with my teammates after school, because it's helped me grow as a person and have fun in my community. Find your favorite at Hillsboro Central Valley Schools. This message is from Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source, helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, East Grand Forks, Grafton, and Garski. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or 701-847-2622.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The City of Hillsboro invites you to make Hillsboro your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsboro and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsboro. If you have questions related to services available in the city of Hillsboro, contact the Hillsboro City Office at 701-636-4620.
Cutting Edge Ag connects your operation with first-hand expertise and industry-best precision ag technology from Ag Leader. We've simplified precision farming with powerful tools to maximize profit opportunities like never before. No matter the size of your farm or the complexity of your field activities, Cutting Edge Ag is your local partner for a more profitable future. Unlock a new era of farming success with Ag Leader and Cutting Edge Ag.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here in Hillsboro at the Olson Softball Complex on YourLiveEvent.com, ready to get into our postgame report here today. This coming as we broadcast from the Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance Hillsboro broadcast booth on YourLiveEvent.com as here at the Olson Softball Complex, the Hillsboro Central Valley 4-1 win over Grand Forks Red River. If records all tie in, it drops the Rough Riders to 2-4. Burrows moved to 2-3 if I'm correct. That's good. That's good. All right, good. I got all the gals up here. We're all square. Burrows struck first after a 1-2-3 first inning. Burrows struck first, got on base. Peyton Quam struck out, but it was a swinging third strike, and she made it to first base and would eventually spark a 3-run first inning for Hillsboro Central Valley. Kaylee Kittleson an RBI in the first, an RBI for Carsey Hattlestead, and the Burros led 3-1 after the first inning. That would be enough today. They did get some insurance. They had to withstand some hits and had to fight through things. Kaya Chenault pitched really well today, ended the game, striking out 4, allowing 1 run, hit 1 batter, walked a batter, but through 7 innings was really solid. Had to kind of battle a little bit in that third inning when 1 run scored, but the defense behind the Chenault also very helpful. No errors by the Burros here today in the home victory. Grand Forks Red River did get that 1 run in the third inning. Burros added 1 additional run in the fifth. We'll call that insurance, and they earned the victory. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 2 runners left for the Burros. 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error, 9 runners left for Grand Forks Red River here today. Burros earned the 4-1 victory. Our postgame report will continue. We'll have some player conversations here as we'll get into our postgame accolades next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Tick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Back here on the postgame report on YourLiveEvent.com after the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros earned victory here today. They top the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. First time these two teams have played officially, as Coach Erikson was talking about in the pregame show. Every year it's scheduled, just doesn't get in. Got this one in, and Kaylee Kittleson's going to lead us off here in our post-game conversation with our Enbridge Energy player of the game, Enbridge Energy, Life Takes Energy. And Kaylee, to you and your team, how does this feel? I mean, early season, important game, beautiful day. You guys came to play. Just take me through it. How does this one feel?
You know, we couldn't ask for a more perfect day. Kaya, her pitching was just outstanding, and yes, they hit off of her, but yes, we also made plays. She struck out people. We got excited for her. You know, it's a Class A team, so we came in with a lot of energy, not knowing really what to expect, but we just fought through it and had a bunch of energy during the game.
You talk about the pitching from Kaya, which we'll talk about that. The defense effort needed to be there because the balls were hit, and you had to play with the wind. This is not an uncommon thing for you at home. But what was it like defending here today? Because it seemed like you guys were just in the right positions all day.
Yesterday we played at Castleton. We lost 7-4, I believe.
Yep.
So we used that frustration and energy and carried it into today and just played our hardest. And no matter if things didn't go our way, we just played hard no matter what. Just let that go right over our heads and just focus on what's in the present, not in the past.
Right. How important was that first inning to get 3 the way that you guys were able to and jumped out early? How important was that today?
That's very important to us. I mean, it also catches the other team off guard and just like, whoa, they're hitting all these balls. What are we going to do? So we just have to keep. The first inning was great hitting. The other innings could have been better, but we just came out strong like we need to, and we need to keep doing that in the future.
It is early season, and to recognize the aggressive nature of the need, and then also at the same time, knowing that, hey, if you're not hitting the ball, the defense has got to be strong.
Yep.
What's next for your team?
We don't have practice until next week, Wednesday. So we're going to be playing hard on Monday, Tuesday, come back hard on Wednesday, and just keep building up on this.
It's exciting and a great way to start the season. A good win here today, a great win, we'll call it here for you, Kaylee. To you and your teammates, congratulations on this.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Kaylee Kittleson joining us here as our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. We'll have you pass the microphone. We'll bring in Kaya here. Kaylee, thank you very much. As Kaya Chenault's going to sit down and have a little post-game chat with us as well. Kaya, congratulations. Solid effort here today.
Thank you.
I know Coach Erikson talked about in the pregame show a little bit with me too, just about yesterday Kaya comes in, needs to come in, and when you come in as a relief or if you start, it's a different process, is it not? Take me through that aspect. If you got to come in and pitch rather than being prepared, I'm going to get the start. What changes for you?
Well, it's more of a late start when I come into relief. But I go out and do my warm-ups, so I get warm and I get ready to pitch. And so when he needs me to come in, I'm ready to get going.
When you had today, after yesterday, got the effort, so today, coming out right out of the gates, knowing you've got a tough opponent, team's going to bat the ball well, and Red River's a very, very solid ball club. So in that first inning, you come out and you get a strikeout early, you get the defense behind you. Did you feel it was going to be a good day right out of the gates?
Yeah, once we started, it was just clicked. We all did good. Our defense did amazing. We hit the ball good. And once that first inning went past, we knew we could do it, and we got it running, and we did pretty good.
You had to battle a little bit.
Yeah.
When you get behind in the count, which didn't happen too frequently today, does your mindset change? I mean, how does that affect you?
Well, I kind of just think okay, I just need to bunker down and try to get it in the zone somewhere to try to get them out or get them to hit it, and so we can try to make a play on it.
Unofficial, my pitch count. I had you down for 20 in that third inning. Otherwise, all other innings were either single digits or 12, 13, 14 was your max in there, but 20 in that third. Being able to stall out there, you got a solid effort there on the defensive side behind you there, and one run comes across. Did that ever affect your psyche?
Not really. I just didn't think about it. I couldn't let it get to me. I just had to keep pitching my game and know that my team was behind me and know that I could do it.
They stranded 9 on the base paths. That should make you feel pretty proud.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You were able to get out, and just talk about the defense behind you and the effort they had.
They were amazing. I really couldn't do it without them. They're such a great team. They do work really hard in practices and in games. They have so much effort, and whether they're diving on the ground or making really good plays, they're really great to have.
You got a pretty nice plate chart there on your wrist.
Yeah.
Does it take some studying to get strong with that?
A little bit. Sometimes I get confused, but I get there.
You guys figure it out. You did a great job today, Kaya. To you and your teammates, congratulations on the victory, and good luck as this season rolls on.
Thank you.
Kaya Chenault joining us here for Hillsboro Central Valley. Appreciate you coming in here, Kaya, for our post-game report. Enbridge Energy with our player of the game here today on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll talk more in our post-game report. We'll bring in head coach Corey Erikson next on YourLiveEvent.com following the Borough 4-1 win over Grand Forks Red River.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hey there.
We're here
to invite you
to join First Community Credit Union.
FCCU is the proud partner
of the University of North Dakota Athletics.
FCCU is here to coach you
through every financial play.
No turnovers.
Only buckets.
When you join FCCU,
you get the full UND experience.
Enjoy our exclusive
UND credit and debit cards.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Postgame show continues on yourliveevent.com. 4-1, Hillsboro Central Valley over Grand Forks Red River here today in a quality victory. And to talk about that is Coach Corey Erikson of Hillsboro Central Valley. Dakota Heritage Bank postgame show, Coach's comments, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, Dakota Heritage Bank. And Coach, congratulations. I know right out of the gates we talked about Red River earlier today. You mentioned, hey, this is one we've had on the schedule. Just never got a chance to play it. They come in ranked number 2 in the state. It is early April. That recognized. You jumped out early. Gosh, just a great way for your kids to set the tone here today.
Yeah. That's something I talk. Sorry, my phone is ringing right now. I'm sure it's not my admirers, unfortunately.
It might be.
I don't think it is. Hold on one second. Let me mute this.
If it's important, yeah.
No, it's good. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I talked to the girls after the game. I'm like, last year, what a complete 180 from last year's team. When early on in the season we were getting down early and just kind of burying ourselves into a hole early on, and we just could never kind of dig out of those, dig out from those slow starts. And this year we've been coming out and we've, I think I talked to you. I have tremendous respect for Hannah's team and this group that came to Hillsboro today. But I was really proud of our girls that we kind of came out and we punched them in the mouth right away. Again, not taking anything away from them, but I was happy to see that level of that fight out of our girls and not being intimidated by a team that's coming in here ranked number 2 in the state and I think they received a first place vote in Class A. It's a team that I think, competed and split maybe a couple games with Minot, who, is always a tremendous team early on in the season. And for us to come out and hold them to 1 run, they didn't have I know they're a better team than that. I know Red River is a better team than what they showed today. And I'm sure that their coaches and their players would say the same thing. That being said, though, we really fought for it today. We competed hard. Kaya pitched really great, trying out some new pitches that she wasn't super confident with, but I said, you got to throw them. If not now, when? So, and just, to come out and put 3 runs on the board right away, that was huge. And then I had a really good feeling when I got Peyton on with that double. I think in maybe the 5th inning or whatever, we were able to get 1 more run across, build it up to a 3-run lead. I felt really good with our chances at that point.
And you talk about, Megan gets dinged in the kneecap yesterday with the ball, and so Kaya, and like you say, you're confident in Kaya.
Yeah.
But that's at the same time, you maybe want your top dog out there when you can. I mean, you're never going to never not want to have your top dog pitch, and Kaya's earning that.
Right. I told Megan and Kaya had them both warm up, and the plan was, to be honest, it's a really good combination being able to have Kaya maybe start out and bring Megan in.
Sure.
To just change up speeds a little bit, spin the ball, and put people off balance. And I know Megan's an outstanding pitcher too in her own right. So that was the plan, was to maybe have Kaya throw 5-6 innings. But gosh, when it's 3-1, 4-1 at that point, it's just like I don't dare disrupt what we got going here. Kaya was pitching well still. She still was keeping them off balance. They still they squared up a couple balls on us, and I had to catch my breath a little bit on that last out, but Santa tracked it down well, and we got a good defense behind our pitchers. So I'm confident whoever we throw into that circle, whoever's out there, we're going to give 100% effort behind him.
I know we were talking about this up here too. Mr. Kittleson and I were having some chats, and Spidell in this circle.
Yep.
I think now today she had 13 strikeouts today, 19 yesterday.
Yep.
She's a really good pitcher.
Yes.
Aggression at the plate for the Borough batters. sure, you could maybe be a little bit more, but I don't want to take anything away from what Spidell does either.
No. We're very familiar with her. She played for Grand Forks Express 14U, and a bunch of our players were just little 14U kids. And
Sure.
Ella, I think, was probably about the same height as a 14U player as she is now. She's all of 6 feet, 6'1", whatever she is. She's an intimidating presence in that pitching circle. And, it's kind of funny, we have, Peyton Quam up there who's, almost probably a full foot shorter than her.
Yeah.
Going up there and competing hard. Spidell's a tremendous athlete. I know they have Jocelyn Berg, who's tremendous too. I mentioned, their order's just loaded with talent, and our girls were saying in the dugout before the game, like, geez, what do they feed those girls there? They're all like 6 feet tall, it seems. So, I was hoping that we'd be a little bit more aggressive at the plate, to be honest. We buried ourselves in some counts, unfortunately. I talked to them throughout the game, after the game about that, just something that we need to work on because, you get down 0-1 or 1-2 against a pitcher like that. It's a tough hole to climb out of.
Got a busy week here next week, and then Easter steps in, but you go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday with games on the schedule. Grand Forks Central, Enderlin, Northern Cass, all on the road. Mm-hmm. Good games, and if you can snag those before break, that will be something special.
Yeah, 100%. Enderlin's always competitive, and they got a good young coach there who used to play for them. So looking forward to that game. Northern Cass, we just saw them earlier this week, so I think it's the second time seeing them in 10 days, just how the schedule worked out. So they'll be tough. I mean, it's always tough to beat a team, again, so soon afterwards, second time. And then we got Grand Forks Central on Monday. We'll see what the weather does that day. It's not looking great, but that one's supposed to be up at UND, Albrecht Field.
Brand new, right?
Yeah, so we're excited to hopefully play up there and try to test out that facility and see how it works. But good quality games coming up, and then we have Kindred, I think, the following Tuesday, and that's a big one for us. That's a big Region 1 game. And then just the schedule doesn't get a whole lot easier. We know we got Central Cass coming up again at some point, and we got Fargo Davies. I think we're heading there in a little bit. So we loaded up the schedule on purpose this year. I didn't really care about our record going into the postseason, just as long as I knew we were tested. So, and at least, looking at today, I know that we did the right thing there.
In back-to-back days, both teams that played between Red River playing at Horace and you guys playing against Central Cass, really good games, really good early season games to play.
Yeah. Again, it's our third Class A team. We've played 5 games. That's our third Class A team that we played this season. So, and it's our third ranked Class A team. And I think we got at least one more on the schedule coming up in Mandan down in Fargo. So, yeah, I'm just glad the girls are up for it.
Yeah.
When I told them about that, you can either just kind of shrink into a hole and be like, oh gosh, why'd you do this to us? We want to win games, but I told them we're not going to make it easy on you this season. And Red River didn't make it easy on us today. So we know we're gonna have to fight for everything that we get this year, and if we want to reach our goals, we know that we're gonna need to play against the best and fight for it.
Well, Corey, congrats to you and the team. Quality win is an understatement. High-end victory for your team today. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Kevin.
You're welcome. Burroughs top Grand Forks Red River 4-1. Post-game conversations here from Dakota Heritage Bank. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Dakota Heritage Bank. More to come from Hillsboro. We'll have our final accolades and final stats coming up.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of cards plus pre-owned cards as well. Bring the kids along and have them try out the skee ball and foosball table while you browse jerseys, hats, and other items. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles in Hillsboro.
It's that time of year again. Time to kick off another exciting and fun-filled school year. Everyone at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead hope we all can join together and make it a successful and safe school year. If you're driving near school buildings, at school bus stops, please watch carefully for children. Welcome back, students, teachers, staff, and administration from Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life.
Back here on the postgame report on yourliveevent.com. It is Hillsboro Central Valley 4-1 winners over Grand Forks Red River here today. As we're going to be watching as the junior varsity gets started here today. We're broadcasting from the Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance Agency Hillsboro broadcast booth here today. Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, of course, 701-436-5777. We need to talk about our Halstead Telephone Company, Postgame Connection. Postgame Connection. Discover local reliability that you can trust. Halstead Telephone. It's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com. Halstead Telephone Company with the Postgame Connection here today. And connection is the defense, and not allowing any or not committing any errors today was my Postgame Connection for Hillsboro Central Valley. Quality stuff. Hillsboro Central Valley with the victory over Grand Forks Red River and the Halstead Telephone Company Post-Game Connection. We already had our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. How about the Agassiz Precision Ag Play of the Game? Your local precision planting dealer is Agassiz Precision Ag Hillsboro. And coming up with a couple of them right now. Play of the Game, could it be... well, I'll say this. Kaylee Kittleson's RBI in the fifth, getting Peyton Quam to score, making it a 4-1 lead at that time. That was a play. That was huge. The other one was the game-ending catch by Asana Kritzberger in center field. Probably the only play that felt like, you could feel like the tension of the ball in the air and where's it going to go. That's the other one. Quality efforts and a solid contest as Kritzberg makes that catch, and that's how the ball game comes to a close. 4-1 Hillsboro Central Valley over Grand Forks Red River here today. Burros improve to 2-3 on the season, the number 7 ranked team in Class B girls, and that number is likely going to climb in the next poll. Red River drops to 2-4, the number 2 team in Class A poll. Coach Hannah Rose, fantastic. A lot of great things coming for that team as the season unfolds, that's for sure. Coming up short here in back-to-back days. For the final stats here today is our Agassiz Precision Ag Play of the Game. Those two mentioned. Your local precision planting dealer is Agassiz Precision Ag Hillsboro, 701-636-2119. Let's do our final stats here today. For the Rough Riders of Grand Forks Red River, I'm going to do them as I go. Brooklyn Soderberg was 2 for 4 at the plate. Maya Manassa was 0 for 4 at the plate. Ella Spidell was 2 for 4. Ella Nelson was 2 for 3. Jocelyn Berg was 1 for 3 today at the plate. Taylor Kilgore was 1 for 3. Chloe Erikson was 1 for 2, and then it was Brooklyn Schmaltz 0 for 1. Brooke Dorsey was 1 for 3 today, and it was Piper Clough 0 for 2, and Leidegee was 0 for 1 at the plate. 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error, 9 runners left for Grand Forks Red River. Hillsboro Central Valley's Peyton Quam 1 for 3 with 2 runs. Kaylee Kittleson was 1 for 3, 2 RBI and a run. Sana Kritzberger 0 for 2, hit by a pitch and scored a run. Carsey Adelstead was 1 for 3 with an RBI. Alexis Iverson 0 for 3. Kaya Chenault 1 for 2 with a walk. Abby Anderson was 0 for 3. Evie Wilson was 0 for 2 at the plate. And Aaliyah Jelmstead was 0 for 2. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left for Hillsboro Central Valley. Winning pitcher Kaya Chenault, 7 innings worked, struck out 4, walked 1, hit 1, and allowed a run. Ella Spidell, 6 innings pitched. She suffers the loss, struck out 13, 2 walks, 1 hit batsman, and 4 runs allowed in the ball game. As mentioned, Red River drops to 2-4. HCV moves to 1 and make it 2-3 on the season. Thanks to our broadcast sponsors for helping make the coverage possible here today. Please, whenever possible, patronize the advertisers. At the very least, tell them thank you. And thanks to you for joining us wherever you are. We appreciate it. And always the hospitality here at the Olson Softball Complex, as we watch the junior varsity get their action in today against Red River as well. Final score, Hillsboro Central Valley, 4-1 over Grand Forks Red River. If you want to check out more broadcast plans and upcoming schedules, head to our website, yourliveevent.com. From the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro, I'm Kevin Kochman, thanking you for joining us. Have a great night, everybody.